out here on my own and about to head up over a huge pass, and it's dark, so need to find some inner strength and push on. Of what we've committed to is really starting to sink in.
On the train to Geneva. Meters. I can feel the air, or the lack of, more likely. It was a glorious morning.
Moving down into the valley now. Starting to hear the cowbells. Just had a continuous descent of up 2,000 metres. It's really starting to hurt.
We made it to the aid station in Lortier. Just had some scram and some drinks, Coke. Hi Dan, how you doing?
Good, thank you. Second aid station.
Because he didn't say that inside to me. Dan told me inside that his legs were wrecked, but now he's changed his tune. Now he's had a banana and a piss. Anyway, this officially is only the second climb on the Swiss Peaks 170, and it's an absolute pig. 1100 metres straight out the valley, 21% average, steep baking out here, and we've now got a massive climb, another 1100 metres, only 4 hours to the next aid station. This is nails. And then we got a little bit of flat up in some basin somewhere, and then hopefully another 600 metres of climbing to get to the next aid station. We're officially miles behind my pacing charts. Might as well throw them in the bin. I promised myself that I would video the good times and the bad times. So this is me having a bad time. These climbs just go on forever. I can't even see the hut that we're aiming for. I'm drinking like a fish. Probably had 3 or 4 litres, maybe more. I can't eat anything. I just want water. It's hot. The path is going up again. This is brutal.
Made it 35k. It feels like a lifetime. This is much harder than we were expecting, I think. The scenery is beautiful, but I think the reality of what we've committed to is really starting to sink in. Mike's just stopped for a bite to eat. It's just coming up now, and we've got about another 500 metres of climbing to the next aid station.
I'm not last, just for the camera. I just can't get any air in my lungs. Every time the trail just goes up, it's can't breathe. We're a bit thick. We need thick air. Yorkshire air, that's what we want. Dizzy, out of breath, nauseous. It's frustrating because my legs are fine. Just can't get any oxygen. Sorry state of affairs, Dan.
Just reached top of the biggest climb. We're now on our descent. It's about 6 p.m. We've got about 5.5 hours to get to the next checkpoint before a cut-off. It's about 14 kilometres, which would normally be easy, but nothing about this seems to be easy. Mike and I are both struggling with the thin air, really struggling on the climb. Mike's a bit nauseous as well, which doesn't help. But nice descent at the moment, and the scenery continues to be absolutely spectacular. Wowzers, just caught sight of myself in the camera. That's what 12 hours of running the Alps makes you look like. I'm now down in Orsières, still frustratingly a couple of 100 metres above the town. So we're going down there now, but we're on the outskirts of the village. It sounds like, or feels like, we're nearly there. You can tell I'm starting to lose it. Mike's on his way down too, hoping to meet him at the bottom, and then we've got a 400 metre climb up to the next checkpoint. Mike's stopped. He was getting too dizzy and nauseous on the climbs and worried he was going too slow, so he stopped, which is the right decision for him. It means that I'm now out here on my own and about to head up over a huge pass, and it's dark, so need to find some inner strength and push on. Tough coming up there, very slow, very out of breath, but I'm over it now. You can't see it, but there's a beautiful starry sky. No moon though, which means it's pitch black when I switch the light off. It's 1:30 in the morning, just on my way down to Trient. I've managed to eat a few things. God, I felt nauseous at the top. I was like retching, really struggling, but managed to eat a cereal bar with microscopic mouthfuls and washed it down with some electrolyte and it's made me feel about 1,000,000 times better. I just wanted to give you a bit of a sample of what it's like running. This is the best trail so far since I came off that mountain, and it's not great, but it's better than it was at the top. It's like a boulder field and almost impossible to get any rhythm, and slipped over on my arse several times. Not good, but feeling better now. Looking forward to some proper food. And the checkpoint, the Trient, finally got some pasta, which was good, but not very much of it. God, I could go up there. This is the sort of thing that they do.
It's Friday. A lot's happened since I last recorded a video. As you can see, I'm taking it easier because I'm not in the race anymore. Bit shit yesterday, just deteriorated. Got to the point where I was just so slow on the climbs. Couldn't get any air in. Anyway, excuses. Jacked at Precerny, which is just on the climb to Champax-Lac, and got a bus and 4 trains home, and was home about 10:30 last night. Tucked up in bed feeling very, very guilty of leaving Dan, who carried on like a soldier he is. Absolutely amazing. Carried on into the night on his own with just a bowl of stew and a bit of dried bread, and kind of half expecting to wake up this morning and see that he'd made it to Finno and he was on his way home, but got a text saying he'd had a bit of a kip, found his follower bag, actually found a bit of pasta to eat, and was on his way again, which is amazing.
Good morning from Finno. Just leaving the life base after a bit of pasta, a nice shower, and 45 minutes of lying there. But it was very restorative. I'm now heading out on the first climb of the day. Starting to have some negative thoughts. Still in the first section. It's 12:49. I've been overtaken by pretty much all the 100k runners, and having to get out of their way each time has been really quite demoralising. Just don't have any energy today. It's a combination of the altitude and lack of proper food, but getting shaky and a bit dizzy on top when I'm pushing hard, and my quad's destroyed, so I'm finding it difficult to slow down on the descent. So I'm coming into a checkpoint in a minute. I shall have a think and see how I feel. Pretty much decided to stop. I was going to call Mike, but I didn't have any reception. While I was waiting for reception, one of the runners I'd been running with yesterday came up and asked me how I was doing, and I told her what I was thinking, and she helped me realise that it's probably worth trying to get to the life base. So that's what I'm going to do.
switched priorities. I'm now in support mode and I'm walking up to Barm, which is about the only place this morning that I could actually get to him without about a 20k hike. I've got a bag full of goodies, everything you could wish for, from chocolate fingers to peanuts, drinks. I hope he's going to want some. Just realised we made him a baguette sandwich and I've forgotten it. Anyway, sorry Dan, we did make you a sandwich. So, this is now going to be a video about Dan's Swiss Peak 170. And we're going to do everything we can to get him through to the finish. Eight o'clock on Saturday morning. Dan's now been going for 48 hours. Absolute beast. And we should be in another corner pretty soon. We've got some pain chocolat. Don't really care whether he wants it or not because it's my breakfast. Showing on good spirits in text. Let's see how he is when I meet him. But another beautiful morning. I reckon Dan's got maybe 6 hours, 6-7 hours to the finish. I'll tell him it's all downhill, which is mostly true. Last update on the final descent. Started 8 AM on Thursday. It's now 2:30 on Saturday. Been moving, running and walking almost continuously since then. Slept twice for 45 minutes each time. And now I've got 5k to go.